Dramatically.
and become teachable like a little child. You will never be able to enter in. Verse 4, whoever continually humble himself, now this means to see yourself as unimportant in your own eyes, to become like this little child is the greatest one in heaven kingdom realm. Now we got the answer. So what is the excuse now?
Right.
Don't you never let no one tell you that you're not greatness. You are the greatest in the kingdom. You keep that in your spirit. You humble yourself. You look at yourself as unimportant in your own eyes. You exalt others before you exalt yourself. And God will lift you up right there before your enemies.
Yes.
He will lift you up right there before them naysayers. He will lift you up right there when they try to keep you down. If you humble yourself.
If you humble yourself.
Who's the greatest in the kingdom? Let me move on. Verse 5 says, and if you tenderly care for this little one, on my behalf, you are tenderly caring for me. And the Greek word used here is the word for hospitality. The little child become a representative of unimportant people in general, treating the least with care and respect make us truly great. Let me say it again. The little child become a representative of unimportant people in general, treating the least with care and respect make us truly great.
Yes, it does.
Do we get that, my brothers and sisters?
Yes.
But if anyone, verse 6, abuse one of these little ones who believe in me, it would be better for him to have a heavy boulder tied around his neck and be hurled into the deepest sea than to face the punishment he deserved. Misery will come to the one who lures people away into sin. Troubles and obstacles to your faith are inevitable, but great devastation will come to the one guilty of causing others to stumble. Oh my God, my God. I think we need to stop there for a minute and just shut it down. We all has caused someone to stumble on this walk.
Yes.
But have we all repented? Have we all turned from our wicked ways? Do we have a godly sorrow, a godly forgiveness on the inside of us? Verse 8 of Matthew 18, if your hands clings to sin, cut it off and throw it away.
Wow.
If your foot continually step into sin path, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better for you to enter into heaven crippled and maimed than to have both hands and both feet and be thrown into the eternal fire.
Wow.
And if your eyes is always focusing on sin, pluck it out. Throw it away. For it is better for you to enter into heaven with one eye than to be thrown into the hell's fire with two. Is you catching this now?
Yes.
Now, when we look at what Jesus is saying is like hyperbolic. The drastic measures he instructed us to take in order to stay pure still remain valid. We got to understand something. That the metaphors and these sayings and signs that Jesus has spoken is still valid today. He's saying to you, if your hands and your feet and your eyes, etc., is causing you to sin, remove of those things. Because it's better for you to come into heaven without those than to try to come with those and be thrown into the sea of fire. So we have choices. We have choices. And the choices are in verse 3 and verse 4 of Matthew chapter 8. That we have to humble ourselves. We have to dramatically change the way we think. We're talking about who's the greatest in the kingdom. Who's the greatest in the kingdom? Verse 10, be careful that you not corrupt one of these little ones. For I can assure you that in heaven, each of their guardian angels always see the faces of my heavenly Father. When we're looking at about be careful that you not corrupt, we're talking about a figure of speech to bring down, to degrade, to despise, to look down upon. It's what it's talking about. So we have to be careful how we look at people. Because a look is more dangerous than saying something.
Yes.
You can tear down an individual just by mean mugging, just by shunning them off. You can destroy their character. You can destroy their integrity.
Oh,
you can destroy their well-being of a man or a woman or who they thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
You can tear down their character. You can interrupt, my God, their integrity. Is y'all hearing this, brothers and sisters?
Yes, sir.
It said, for I can assure you that in heaven, each of their guardian angel always see the face of my heavenly Father. Verse 11 of Matthew 18, we're talking about who's the greatest in the kingdom. You notice that he's given different parables and different segments of different encounters.
Mm-hmm.
You got to catch this now. He talked about who's the greatest in the kingdom realm. Then we went on down, talk about the parable of the lost lamb, and what we own now. And it said the Son of Man has come to give to all who are lost. Now, who is he talking about? Who is he talking about? Give life to all who are lost. You see, he didn't come to heal those that are well.
Mm-hmm.
He come to heal those that are sick.
Yes.
A well person don't need a doctor,
That's
but a
true.
sick person does.
That's true.
The issue that we're having, we're spending so much time with saved people
Okay.
and not spending enough time trying to save people.
That's good.
We're spending so much time with saved people and not spending enough time trying to save people. Is y'all catching this, my brothers and sisters? Think of it this way. If a man owns 100 sheep and one lamb wander away and is lost, won't he leave the 99 grazing the hillside and thoroughly search for the one lost lamb? And if he finds his lost lamb, he rejoices over it more than over the 99 that never went astray. Now, I just said we spend more time with the saved people and less time trying to save people. And he just gave a scenario about the 100 sheep, 99 are grazing, and one is lost.